All right, good morning. So your warm-up today is, do you know how to use a protractor? Okay, because you're going to have to use a protractor. In case you don't know what one looks like, this is a protractor here. It's that half circle thingy we use, okay? So I'm just going to have you guys practice measuring some angles first, because we're going to need to measure angles and draw angles in today's thing. So I just have an acute angle here. Acute means less than 90. So what I do is I line it up, and I'm actually not going to use this protractor, I want this one. Okay. I am going to line up my vertex with my middle point here. See, there's a nice little hole. And then I make sure that this black line that's on the protractor lines up with my straight line here. And then I'm going to measure, and if I look, this is about, probably 50, or I'm sorry, this would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46 degrees. Okay, and you might have to extend your line out a little bit so you can actually see it on the protractor. And yep, that's about 46, maybe 47, but with human error, we can get pretty close, right? Now, just so you can see a right angle, again, I'd probably extend this line a little bit so I can actually see what's going on. Line up the vertex with my middle hole here. Make sure that line is nice and straight. And see, it's pretty close to 90, and if I just, because the lines are so thick, okay, 90 degrees, okay, so that's perfect 90, which is a right angle, so I could draw my little box here, okay? So just a refresher, whatever the vertex where the angle meets, you put the that on the hole, line up your straight line with this black line here, and then measure. And make sure, if you notice here, I don't know if you can see this, it's labeled on both sides, so you want to make sure you start at the correct 0, okay? So if you have an acute angle, it's not going to be 140 degrees. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so be very careful with that. I have protractors in my room, which you can borrow during class, okay? So today our translations are rotations, okay? So I have this fruit platter, so that's my circle there, on a rotating plate. A strawberry is at position R, so this is R right here. This in black. So the strawberry or smiley face, whatever you want to call it, is at R. And we're rotating clockwise. Now clockwise is like moving with the clock. Counterclockwise is going this way, okay? So we're going clockwise this way to R prime. So this is my R prime here. The center of rotation is the origin, and you always call the center O. So I'm going to draw a line or dot at my center and call that O. And they want to know the angle of rotation. So if I want to know the angle of rotation, I go from my point and I draw this line here, okay? Okay. And then I draw a line from, so I drew a line from R to the origin, and then I'm going to draw a line from R prime to the origin. And once I get that, now I'm going to measure that angle, okay, just like how I measured before. So I'm going to put my vertex at my center and line up my straight line here. And I'm actually going to have to extend this line a little bit so I can actually see what's going on with it. Okay. So if I do this, and I look, it's about 89 degrees, right? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't see. So because I'm starting at this line, okay, this is my 0, so 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It's about at 88 degrees, okay? So again, there's going to be human error. If you're between 3 and 4 from what you actually need, bigger or smaller, that's okay. So this is just a note on what I did here. In order to measure the angle of rotation, draw a line from each point to the origin, or to whatever your rotation point is, okay? So since my rotation point is the origin, I drew it all right here, and then just measure the angle, okay? Oops, got a back side here. Okay, so again, they want to know what the angle of rotation is, and I'm going to tell you that my rotation point is at O here, okay? And I'm going to tell you that it's at origin going clockwise, okay? So again, I have to draw my lines between the two here. Okay. I made this one a little bit longer, so I'm going to actually set my vertex there. Okay. So again, I just set the hole right there on the vertex, which is your rotation point. Okay. And I measure, and my 0 starts over here. Yes, my 0 starts over here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It's about 92 degrees. And again, if you wrote 90 or you wrote 94, I would accept those answers. And we're getting close, okay? So there would be a range of possible answers for this. So about 92 degrees. So I went 92 degrees clockwise. Okay. All right. So the next one, you're going to